Hello, hello, hello. It is me. Terrible. Conference Championship weekend. Let's make some picks on Sunday, 3 p.m. These guys right here. Chiefs, Ravens. It's in Baltimore, home one for the Ravens. Mahomes is going to have to go on the road again. Let's take a look at some information. Possible weather, 49 degrees. The line for this game, Ravens -3.5. Injury report, Willie Gay questionable, Jarius Sneed questionable, Isaiah Pacheco questionable. For the Ravens, Marlon Humphrey questionable, Rock Ya-Sin questionable. Mark Andrews might be back. There's a chance he plays. He's going to be coming off IR possibly. That could be huge. That could be absolutely huge for the Ravens. But Chiefs-Ravens probably the more exciting matchup of the two. But don't get me wrong, both matchups very exciting. But this one, you got the Chiefs hosting their annual Open. They own the AFC. It's almost like the Patriots. It's crazy. The old Patriots dynasty back in my day. But yeah, Mahomes, he owns the conference. But Lamar has been dominating everybody. Pretty much the only team he didn't dominate this year was the Steelers. Other than that, they have just completely blown out so many good teams, so many playoff teams. They just destroyed them. Including the other stacked one on the other side, the Niners. Lamar's MVP. He can run. He can pass a little bit. Their running backs have been good. Anybody can make it happen in the passing game for them. I mean, Zay Flowers has been good lately. Mark Andrews is coming back. Isaiah Likely has been decent tight end. Maybe OBJ will help out. You never know. Even Nelson Aguilar caught a touchdown last week. But we'll see. Anybody can do it. For the Ravens, they'll use everybody. Chiefs, their pass defense, it's good. It's pretty good. It's been good all year. Run defense, they're good enough. Don't know if they'll slow down Lamar. They're just going to have to try to limit everybody else. But it's that secondary. Oh, man. I don't think they'll get torched. I think if anything, if Lamar's gonna, he's gonna pass the ball pretty well. But if anything, he might go off with the legs. The legs. I mean, if they're winning this thing, he needs probably another 100-yard game. He should be able to do it. But with the Chiefs, Mahomes, he's gonna be great. He's always great. I mean, what's Kelce gonna do? Can the Ravens keep him in check? Can the Chiefs catch the ball? Can their guys catch the ball? Rashid Rice, are you gonna have to lean on a rookie? I mean, the Ravens do the same thing, but I mean, ideally they're gonna do the same thing as the Ravens, just spread the ball. Hopefully, everybody can do a little bit of something. Maybe a big game from Kelce will help, but the Ravens defense, they've been elite all year across the board. They have just been elite. But it's one game. It's one game. What you did all year doesn't mean anything. They will be elite. They'll be good again coming Sunday, but can they stop Mahomes? We'll see. They'll definitely get pressure, but can they stop him? Can they slow him down? That's the question. That is the question. So it is time. It's time we must make a selection for this game. I've said it a couple times. This Chiefs their team with Mahomes, Reed, just the way they do things. Dynasty type stuff. Dynasty, 6 years now in the AFC Championship game. They don't always win though. They don't always win. It took Brady knocking them out. It took a strong Bengals team to knock them out. Pats, hey, it was the same thing. They'd get to the AFC Championship. The good teams could knock them out. But they would get to the Super Bowl a lot of the time as well. in this case, you have an elite team in the Ravens who, like I said, have just destroyed everybody all year long. They're going to take him down. The Ravens are going to get this one. The thing is, if I pick against Lamar, he's gonna go off. He's gonna go off. So I can't pick against him. Now I risk Mahomes going off, but Mahomes is risky. That team is not as solid. And it's kind of like the Patriots. It's like when they're stacked, they made the runs, but some years when they were a little bit weaker, and then they would run into a juggernaut, kind of like the Ravens. They would go down. And in this case, I think the Ravens, I think they are that team. Lamar just hasn't done it yet. That's really the only thing holding him back. He just hasn't done it. Mahomes, the Chiefs, and Mahomes, they've been there, done that. Some of these guys just won it last year. The Ravens, this is massive for them. They have not done it. They have not been there. Is this it? Can they do it? I think so, but man, do not be surprised if next week in the review video I'm sitting here shaking my head because I picked against Mahomes. It could be an absolutely massive mistake to do this, but like I said, I think the Ravens are just talented enough, especially on defense, that I think they could get it done. I really think they'll get it done, and they will get through to the Super Bowl. That's the AFC. Let's talk NFC. Niners, Lions, right here. This is the matchup. Lions are that team out of nowhere. Now, they've been building this for a couple years. This is what Dan Campbell wanted. They have been a garbage organization for a while. Couldn't get it done with Matt Stafford. They trade him away. They make some nice picks for impact rookies this year. That's crazy stuff. They really have been an incredible rise. And then on the other side, you have another team who's just hosting another, annual Open. The Niners have lived in the NFC Championship game, but they've won. They've lost, mostly lost. But once again, they're just as stacked as last year. No injuries at QB. This is their prove-it time. Like, could they have done it last year? Could they have taken the Eagles down? The line is -7 for the Niners. Game time weather. It's in California. Home one for the Niners. 69 degrees. Nice. That's good for the players. Good weather. Not too hot, but tough part here. 49ers might not have Deebo Samuel. Injured his shoulder last week. Didn't return. Jawan Jennings, you're up, man. You're up. Time to make some plays. For the Lions, Alex Anzalone, questionable. Khalif Raymond, questionable. Josh Reynolds, questionable. Sam Laporta, questionable. Those last two could surely use those guys. Reynolds caught a touchdown last week, and Laporta has just been very good all year. Having an incredible rookie year, for sure. But, hey, it should be a good one. But let's talk about it. Niners, their offense, they're stacked. Obviously no Deebo, but when they run the ball well, they dominate. And McCaffrey's probably going to run the ball well. Purdy, he's been good enough. He's been good enough all playoff. That's all they need. They just need him to be good enough. They don't need him to be... They don't even need him to do anything crazy. They just need him to not turn the ball over. Against the Packers, he had a lot of throws that could have been picked off. Gotta limit that. Because, hey, the Lions, they're hungry. You give them a chance to take the ball, they're going to take it probably. But Lions defense, it's tough because they've struggled against the run. Secondary hasn't been great. But I will say, in the playoffs, everybody's good. Everybody's good in the playoffs. It's not crazy for a defense to have, numbers that aren't great in the playoffs. even though they did in the regular season, maybe they weren't crazy good either, but you're playing a lot of good offenses in the playoffs, so, it doesn't matter. Like, sometimes your defense is just going to get lit up. But, yeah, they should be alright. Hopefully they can get some pressure on Purdy. The Niners' O-line isn't anything crazy. But Jared Goff, he's been great. He's been great all playoff. Offense has been good. Gibbs, Monty, great backfield. What a great backfield that is. O-line is solid. They got weapons at receiver. St. Brown, Laporta, Reynolds. They've been good. They've been good all playoffs. But Niners defense is tough. It's tough. They can do it all. I wouldn't say they're as strong as the Ravens defense, but they're up there. You can stop the run, good against the passing, get pressure. But hey, same thing I said for the Ravens. This is one game. They've been dominant on defense all year. Can they do it? Can they do it in this one? We're going to see. So with all that being said, my pick for this one right here, 49ers. Hey, before the playoffs started, I said Niners, Ravens. Then the playoffs started, I said Niners, Ravens. I still got Niners, Ravens. These teams are loaded. Especially the Ravens. I think the Ravens of the two are more stacked. But it sucks because if the Chiefs were playing the Niners, I think I'd be going for the Chiefs there. But they're not. They're playing the Ravens. The Lions. It's tough. Lions, to be top 4. Incredible. But they are limited in certain spots. They're not quite as elite. A Super Bowl team needs a couple of guys, couple of positions, whatever. Somewhere you gotta be elite somewhere. I don't know if they quite have that the way some of these other teams do. You look at the Niners, insane amount of weapons, really good defense. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson, really good defense. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, really good secondary. The Lions, they're good at a lot of stuff, but they do have some weaknesses. Like I said, the defense, I don't know if the defense is going to be able to stop them. They're going to have to almost count on Purdy just not having a good game. It's going to be helpful that Deebo Samuel, if he doesn't play, it's going to be helpful for them, but I don't think they can do it. And the offense, they got the weapons, but Goff, he's going to be good. But this is time. This is it. This is where you need your quarterback to be great. And I don't think he can do it. I think there's a chance he could. Think about it. This guy's been there before. He made a Super Bowl. All right, this guy's hungry to get back. Like these guys, they get to a certain spot. They don't win that last one. They're hungry. Goff is hungry. Is that going to be enough for him to go from pretty good to great in these last 2 games? It's going to be tough. Got to get through this one first. And then, it's just tough. The Lions, it's been a great year, but we're going to have to see. Maybe next week, man. Oh, if we end up with Chiefs Lions, that'd be hilarious. That would be incredible. But we will see. So yeah, I'm staying with the prediction. I hate picking number 1 seeds, but the whole year. Not the whole year, but I did. Late in the year, I did a playoff predictions. Pick these 2. They're stacked. stacked. All right, we know that. Now in the playoffs, pick these two. Now in the Final Four, pick these two. They're still here. So, you got Mahomes, but it should be these two. It should be these two. Although, I will say, my picking is not like some of these teams. My picks are not elite. So the fact that I just selected these two teams, if this is one of your teams right here, oh boy, you are in trouble, because let me just say, I am wrong a lot. Alright, I get stuff right, but I'm also wrong, so, uh-oh. But luckily, my picks have nothing to do with the game. It's all about the players, the coaches, and these two teams are stacked, alright? So, I'd say you're in pretty good hands. You're gonna be just fine, alright? Ravens, Niners. This sounds like such a good matchup, even though the Ravens blew them out the first time. But we'll see. We'll see. I think the Niners just have a better chance than the Lions against the Ravens, so. But who knows? Maybe in 3 weeks, the results will be something that nobody knows right now. But we're going to leave it at that, alright? That's going to be it for this video.